Hey, what's to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bree, and if you're not new here, welcome back. And so today's video, I'm going to be just having like a little talk explaining about my 1 year here, my official 1 year here living in Los Angeles, and basically the pros and cons, what I like, my story on coming here and all of that. So just keep watching. Okay, so I'm originally from Michigan. I'm a Michigan girl. I moved here from Michigan last August 4th, 2021. I moved here with my boyfriend. We drove here together. That was like a huge journey. It took us a couple days to get here. We left Michigan at around I think 4 or something in the morning. I think it was August 2nd. We left at 4 something in the morning. We hit the road, put in the GPS, and it says it's gonna take a day, and I think almost 2 days. We drove pretty much that whole day, and then later on that evening, we made it to our halfway point, and that was Oklahoma, and that's where we actually stayed, got a hotel room just to get some rest, because we've been on the road all morning, all day. It took us it was a long journey. It was tiring, but it was enjoyable, because just sightsee, seeing different things, going from state to state. And it was just each state that we entered, that's where do the check-in, and we would call our family and let them know hey, we just made it to Illinois, or it was definitely a road trip I don't think I would do again, just because it was hard, and staying awake, and then obviously you got to keep the person who's driving awake the entire time, and but it was cool. California, it took us a couple of hours to get to Los Angeles, which was our final destination. But it was late. It was at nighttime, and I was trying to look on my phone. Once we got close and we made it to California, I was trying to look on my phone to look for a hotel for the night. And I found the hotel, so we're in the process of doing that. And then we made it to Los Angeles around 10 something that night, August 3rd. Was it August 3rd or August 4th? Yeah. We made it officially and got to the hotel. It was a huge relief. Got to the hotel, only got our bag out, an overnight bag, got that out, and we stayed at the hotel. It felt so good to take a shower. I don't even think, did we really eat? I don't even think we ate that night, to be honest with you. I think we just took a shower and just kind of crashed for the night. I didn't come here having an apartment already to move in, ready, set, and go. I literally didn't get an apartment until 3 weeks, literally 3 weeks later. That's when I was able to get an apartment, and I moved into my apartment literally the day before my birthday. It was so going through trying to find an apartment, trying to find a place to live. It was so hard. It was so hard trying to find a place here, to find something in your price range, trying to find something, because apartments here go so quick. So it's like if you see like a nice apartment and it's a good price, everything good area, everything, like it's gonna go just like that. And that's just how everything was going. So staying on top of it was just every apartment. We looked through so many apartments, and you know, it's different from like before you get here and you're just looking online on like apartments.com, because I was looking on there too. And you know, that's different because you're just looking online, but it's like you don't know the area. So that was a journey. That was a little kind of backstory on like the journey of getting here. So I can just get into like why I chose California, why I wanted to move here. So basically, I always wanted to move to California. I've always, since I was a little girl, like my dream place when I grow up, I want to move to California. Like that's where I want to live. Moving here was the best decision I've ever made, and it was the biggest decisions that I had made in my life, like as a young adult. Is like moving across the country over 2,000 miles away from like most of all my family at a young age. When I moved here, like before planning on like moving here and everything, I of course was looking for like jobs, apartments, but it was kind of hard. But you know, I was determined. I didn't save like a lot of money. It was like back in 2020, that's when I was just like, oh, next year, yeah, I want to move to California. You know, I came here because, you know, to chase, my biggest thing was I wanted to chase like my dreams. I wanted to follow my goals, everything that I wanted to do. And the main thing, you know, is YouTube, and then also get into the beauty industry. So being from Michigan, there wasn't much like opportunity. I wasn't really doing much there. I didn't really have a lot going on for myself there. I just felt like I felt like Michigan, it wasn't the place for me anymore. Like, yeah, you know, that's home. Michigan will always be home. You know, I was born and raised there. But it's like now that I'm like done with high school, I did some college, I didn't finish college. I just was like, you know, going through stuff where it's like, you know, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't even know where I'm going, where I even want to like, you know. So, but it's like I knew I had goals, and I knew what my dreams were, and thing kept chasing. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to, I didn't feel like I was going to thrive there. So I knew I always wanted to go, even from high school, everything. I knew I always wanted to go. I knew I always wanted to move to California because I felt like I would thrive more there. I felt like I just knew for sure, like, okay, California is the place for me. Mind you, I've never even been to California a day in my life before I first visited here. I never been to California a day in my life since, you know, I made my first visit here July 2021. And it's like I knew, like, okay, California, that's where I'm gonna really meet new people, like, you know, start a life for myself, positive life. So when I moved here, I wanted to leave like everything behind. I wanted to, because in the process of moving, like, honestly, I wasn't too sad about leaving Michigan. I wasn't too sad about leaving Michigan. It was like I was just ready to like let that go. Honestly, like, obviously I was gonna miss like my mom and like my grandparents and stuff, but when it comes to like everything else, I'm like, I'm not gonna miss it here, you know, like. And mind you, like, where I grew up, like I'm from Flint, I'm from Flint. I get so inspired here, and I just feel like living here in the city and everything, being around people who like have things that that I want, and seeing that, it just pushes me even more to like, man, let me really get to like the dream chasing, the goal chase. Seeing a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs, I love seeing that. We see a lot of people out here, who are doing their thing, and I love that. I really do, because that pushes me, because that's something I want. My end goal is definitely entrepreneurship. Another thing is, I'm still working on like meeting like genuine people, and like making connections, and like because basically I want to meet like-minded people. I want to meet people who have goals and dreams, actually want to be something, and actually want to have things going for themselves. I want to be around people like that. And I also, most importantly, I want to be around people who have more than me, and who are doing better than I am. And because I feel like that will, because when you surround yourself around people that have like more than you, doing a little better than you, I feel like that will really push you and inspire you to let me get to it. I want to be like you, but do like whatever goal or dream that I have, but still, be like you. And some cons I would say, me living in the city, I've never seen like so many like homelessness. Like you see a lot of homelessness. Big cities, a lot of California is expensive. Yes, it is expensive. It's a lot of homelessness, and a lot of like mental illnesses. I know there is like a lot that goes on living in the city, just having to be like careful and mindful of when I'm walking. I don't carry no purse or nothing like that. Another pro is like you're surrounded by a lot of people. Like a lot of people come here, you will meet a lot of people who weren't born and raised here, a lot of people that moved here to like chase their dreams, to go after. There's a lot of dreamers. There's a lot of people making it happen. Like I said, there's a lot of hustlers here. There's a lot of people that are striving to go after what they've always dreamed of. There's just tons of opportunities, connects, meeting people, and that's how it is out here. And that's what I'm still working on, with like meeting people and making new connections. Always something to do. Like you'll never be bored. Even though if you have your days where you're like, oh, I just want to stay home, chill, not go anywhere. But then you also have, your days where it's like, it's always something new I can do every single day. It doesn't matter. Just something new. Another like kind of con, which I'm used to it now. But everything is like spread apart. But like you have to drive to everywhere that you have to go. Like you have to drive. But living in the city, luckily, like everything is pretty walkable. Like I can go to, like there's a mall, I can go walk to the mall, I can walk to different coffee shops, I can walk to the drugstore, I could walk to a grocery store. There's a Whole Foods by me. Like all this stuff, is like walkable distance. But when it comes to like anything else that you're going to, like it's gonna be a distance. Like, and then like the miles, like something can say, 2 miles, 3 miles, but it'll take you like 20 some minutes or 30 minutes to get there. So it's like, it's just spread, everything is just spread apart. But And then another thing, you gotta always make sure, you know, with the traffic and everything, not being used to coming from, like I said, in Michigan, it's no traffic. You don't have to worry about, you know, leaving your home like at the right time so you can be able to get to point A to point B on time, like to work or whatever where you gotta be on time. And then obviously too, another thing, parking can be a pain. Like in the city, literally like nowhere to really park. Like you'll see some street parking, but mainly you gotta pay to park. They have like the parking meters. You can't just park anywhere. You gotta be careful because you don't want your car getting towed or getting a ticket or anything like that. So, but outside of the city, outside of LA, you don't have to worry. Like there's gonna be parking, like usually free parking available. I would say the gangs, you know, I know there's a lot of gangs out here, but honestly I don't go looking for anything. So I learn in different areas. I'll stay out of areas that I know aren't the best. I won't go towards them. I don't go looking for them, so none of that stuff comes to me. But just to be careful, be mindful. I know they be saying like the whole color thingy, wearing like certain colors and stuff represents certain gangs, different gangs, but as long as you know and you don't really go in those areas, you should be fine. California is a beautiful place, and if you're an outdoor person, like you'll love it. Honestly, like my favorite like outdoor activity I discovered, I love going hiking, going to Runyon and go hiking. I've only been a couple of times, but and then like I said, the homelessness is pretty bad. It's pretty bad, but like when it comes to like the homelessness and stuff, I kind of I help people out, you know. I would help others out, and you know, if they really like really need it, like I don't mind helping someone out. I don't. But if, you know, I'm not, like I said, some people, I'm not gonna support like your bad habit. Like if, you know, you're trying to, you know, get some money from me to like buy some crack, like I'll give you, you know, like I'll buy you some food, you know, I'll get you something to drink, like some water or something. But you know, just be blessed, bless others. But there's just so many different people like you can meet here. Like you're just surrounded by so many successful people, and that's so inspiring to me. I love that so much. Like it motivates, it pushes me to like, you know, go hard in my dreams and like my goals and stuff, because you know, I want that. You know, I want to create a successful life for my family. If you've ever like, you know, dreamed of, ever thought about like, you know, getting out of, you know, your hometown, do it. Like just do it. Like my advice is to just do it. I did it at a young age. I said, well, I don't have anything holding me back, so I'm just gonna take the leap of faith and I'm gonna do that. And you know, it worked out in God's favor, and it was meant for me to be here where I am today. So just do it. Like just move, because a lot of times we always feel stagnant when we're just staying in our hometown, our home area. Like if we're feeling like we're not thriving, nothing is popping off for us, nothing, you know, if you got goals or dreams that, you know, that's not like too common or whatever where you're from, just move, just do it, you know. Take the leap of faith, pray about it. Always keep God on your side. Always, you know, talk to God about it. And I did it plenty of times. And Blue, he's like me. Blue. But yeah, just do it, you know, because you never know where God will take you from there. And I am so excited, and I can't wait to see what else God has in store for me. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope I kind of, if you thought about moving to California, Los Angeles, or wherever, I hope I gave you guys some good tips and some good info. So thank you so much for watching. All right, bye.